Today we will draw foxes, and we will only use a triangle shape. We're going to challenge ourselves to only use different types of triangles to draw some types of foxes. So to start, we'll use an upside down triangle for the head. So the line on top and the point is going to be at the bottom. And I'm going to make this one a little bit longer for his face. And then I'm going to add a line in the middle, a little lower, for his nose. And I'm going to add 2 triangles on the top for the ears. And then eyes. This part might be tricky because we're only using triangles today. So I'm going to make 2 straight lines and then 2 more upside down triangles. I'll color in a little bit of it. Next, I'm going to add some whiskers. So starting on this line of the nose, I'll draw a couple of long lines. Now those aren't triangle shapes, but they kind of look like a triangle if you connected them with a line. This fox is going to be standing up like he's walking around. So I'm going to make a flat line and then point of the triangle about here for his belly. I'm going to add 4 long skinny triangles for his legs. So starting from the body, I'm going to draw 4 triangles, long and thin. They're all the same length, so all the legs have to stop right about here. And now they're all about the same length. And the last thing I'm going to add to my fox is a tail. So for the tail, I'm going to make 2 triangles. One triangle is going to be kind of small and wide. And then I'm going to stack another triangle on top of it. So these 2 triangles stacked together kind of create a diamond shape. Next, I can draw another fox. This fox is going to be sitting down. I have a lot of space right here, so I'll draw this one a little bit bigger. I'm going to have the same head, so a triangle that is pointing down, a little triangle for the nose, 2 triangles for the eyes. You can change the eye shape if you don't like how the triangles look. And I'm going to make a line in the middle. This time he's not looking over, he's looking in the middle. 2 triangles for the ears. I made these ones a little different. They don't meet in the middle like this one. They're off to the side. And then some whiskers. And I'm making these super long. Okay, so that looks almost like this one. Now to make this fox look like he's sitting down, I'm going to have my triangle look like this. So starting from about next to the eyeball, I drew a line going down. It's going to look like the back of the fox. And then that would be kind of like his front leg, and then connect those 2 lines. So there's my big triangle for his body. And then I'll add his 2 legs. So one here, and I think I'll add another one right here. And it's okay if we have lines going in front of each other. And the last line I'm going to add is that one. It looks like his leg. So I'm going to not connect it. I'm going to leave this a little bit open so it looks like he's sitting down. Kind of resembles what a cat would look like if a cat was sitting down, or a dog. And then I need to add the tail. So I'm going to do the same steps as I did for the tail over here. I'm going to have a big triangle, wide, and it points down. And then I'm going to have a skinnier one. It's a little bit taller. Go up. Foxes have very fluffy tails, so this shape of a diamond makes it look very fluffy. And then the last step, we can color. Foxes are usually brown or orange, kind of like a reddish orange. So I'm going to use my Scarlet crayon because it does look kind of reddish orange. I'm leaving some parts of my fox white. You could leave the face white if you want to. I'm going to leave his nose white, color in his face. Different types of foxes have different color patterns on their fur. If you want to have a purple fox or a green fox or any other kind of color of a fox, a rainbow fox, you could do that too. I'm going to choose a different color of orange to color in this one. I'm going to go with one that's a little bit lighter than this red. If you change the direction of these legs, you could make your fox look like he's running or walking. So the legs, these triangles, they don't have to be perfectly straight. You can change the shapes a little bit. And don't forget to name your fox. Can you think of maybe an F name to name your fox, like Felix or Frederick? Maybe a female name like Felicity or Franny. So try to draw a couple of different foxes. We also have time today to draw another F animal. Can you think of one? What about a flamingo? So for that one, I'm going to get my pink crayon ready because flamingos are pink. And we're going to use a moon shape. So two different kinds of moon shapes. Moon shapes can be a crescent or half moon. You could also have a full moon. So crescent moon looks like that, kind of like a banana shape. Half moon, like the letter D, okay? Or a full moon, so a circle. We're also going to start with a letter S. So make an S on your paper, make it kind of big, and then you're going to copy that line. So next to it, a little bit lower than where I started, I made a dot, and that's where I'm going to copy my S line. So this is going to be the neck of my flamingo. Copying that line, I'm going really slow and careful. Then I'll stop. Gonna make a full moon, so a circle, top, and a crescent moon. So that's like the banana moon connected to it. That's the beak. You can add an eyeball if you want to. Then I'm going to add a half moon down here. So it's like the letter D fell over onto its back. Is that starting to look a lot more like a flamingo now? And flamingos have really fluffy feathers, really long fluffy feathers. So in the middle of this D, I'm going to make the number 3 and add another loop to it. I'm going to do that again. So starting on the point, kind of the curved point of this, I'm going to make another big loop, and a big loop, and I'm going to connect that back to the body, and you can do that again. And flamingos have really long, skinny legs. So I'm going to draw one leg going straight down. I'm going to color it in a little bit because it looks like it's too skinny to support the weight of the flamingo. So I'm going to make it a little bit thick, and I'm going to add a foot down here. So I'm going to kind of make a curved foot, kind of like the long letter L. And flamingos have kind of weird legs. They're very different from our legs. They bend the opposite way. So our legs would bend like this, like our knee would be here. Flamingos do the opposite. So their leg goes that way. So it's normal for them, it's weird for us. Looks like the number 4. All right. And don't forget to add some feet to your flamingo and color them in. I'm going to use a light pink and a little dark pink crayon. You can make your flamingo different colors too. If you don't have pink or you want to make a orange flamingo to match your orange fox, you could do that. You could have a rainbow flamingo. You can use your favorite colors. You can make a striped or polka dot flamingo. That is your choice. So with this flamingo, we used the S, we used the moon shapes to draw the body. We added some numbers. We added 3 and 4. And now we're adding our colors. So with my light pink crayon, I'm coloring in most of the feathers. And then I'm going to add my dark pink to add a little bit of flavor, make it a little more interesting. Do your best to color inside your lines. And can you come up with an F name for your flamingo? I'm going to name mine Florence.